Hey, what's going on, guys? That was Lacquer by Collie, I believe that is, out of Colorado. Not Cali, Collie. Um, Interesting. I like that one more than I thought I would, to be honest. That's pretty good. Um, what do we got in the way of things? The embargo for the 3080 lifted today. It seems like everyone has a review video out, which is nice. Haven't found much in the way of direct comparison between the 3080 and the 1080, unfortunately. That's kind of what I was hoping to see. Just because the relative performance between the 1080 and the 2080 was a little bit weird to calculate. And, it wasn't that great. The generation leap from Turing to Ampere was almost a horizontal rather than a upward, you know what I mean? Like a sidestep in a weird way. And now it looks like the 3080 is really starting to bloom and show its amperes power. So I was hoping that I would see some more comparisons to the 1080. Unfortunately, I saw one comparison and it was for power usage. And that really doesn't do me a whole ton of good, because not that I don't care about power usage, but I kind of want to know, how games run more than that. But I'm gonna keep my eyes peeled. Hopefully, I'll see some more. Unfortunately, from what I've been reading and seeing, it looks like I'm gonna be CPU bound by a little bit. If I really wanted to go crazy on things, I think my current plan of action is to hopefully pick up a 3080. I was thinking of doing a Founders Edition, but I'm not sure if I can even get one. And then from there, maybe getting a new monitor. I'm running it's a 21 by 9, but I'm actually running it in a 16 by 9 1080p because of streaming. It makes things easier. I like my games full screen. So I was thinking of getting a 16 by 9 but 1440 monitor. It's a little bit bigger of a monitor, but one that also can do higher frame rates, probably 160-ish, 160 FPS, somewhere around there. There's one or two I have my eyes on, but they're like $450, $500, so I don't know if I want to drop a cool 12 on my gaming rig after dropping a cool 37 on my transmission. I had a used transmission put in, so oh boy, lots of money, lots of things to do. But yeah, that's my kind of loose plan right now. And hopefully with the new streaming tools that are coming with this 30 series and the new NVENC encoder, I'll still be able to send a nice 720p stream out. If Twitch gets on board the AV1 encoder, I would definitely jump up to 1080. I don't think I really want to do 1440 or anything higher in there, but 1080 60, we would obviously have the capability to do that, and that sounds pretty good to me. So I want to kind of future-proof, get ready for that. I don't know, whatever you want to call it. And some of the streaming tools that NVIDIA is putting out too, as far as low latency video transfer and all that, could mean that feasibly in the future, your one computer could theoretically serve several uses in your house. Maybe a gaming rig here and it powers your movie den somewhere else and a couple other things. I know they haven't said that they're unlocking it, but it looks like based on the architecture, it should be capable of partitioning parts of the GPU out to virtual rigs. So in theory, you can run multiple machines on one CPU. You know, now with these fucking 64 core, 128 hyper-threaded monster CPUs, you could use that in conjunction with one or two graphics cards to provide many different outputs to many different machines for many different people, instead of having to have a GPU dedicated to each machine that you wanted to do. So, like I said, as of now, they've said that they're not planning to do that, but are investigating it. So, who knows? But anyway, I'm gonna hop into Wasteland. I gotta boot it up. Give me a second. In other news, there was an update to Fall Guys. I had meant to play that yesterday, but I ended up going to get my car and paying for my car, so I didn't get to do that. Maybe we'll do it later today or another day. I know it's not going to work, but for the $7 I spent on this USB to parallel port, serial port. I want to try hooking up that serial port. There we go. I want to try hooking up that control surface. See if that works. I'm guessing it's probably not going to. Maybe what I would consider doing is gutting it, except for these switches, and oops, not multiplayer. Those switches should be made in such a way where I could pop it off and replace the text inside, and I might be able to use something like an Arduino or something similar to bring it back to life for the streaming age, but not be as big or as heavy or have all the crazy shit inside of it that it had. I mean, that unit is meant to be dedicated hardware slaved to another unit, so my guess is it's not going to work. I don't think Windows is going to register any button presses or OBS will or anything like that, so I don't have my hopes very high. Like I said, again, it was $7 to get this cable, A, and B, it's probably the same cable I need for that joystick, so when I dig that out, I'll at least have the cable I need to get that going. I don't know. I feel like you should never be afraid to, if it's cheap enough, pick up hardware or stuff that you don't have already. You never know when you'll need it in the future, you know? But we'll see. Come on, game. Why do I feel like... Alright. So last we had just captured one of the brothers. And we were going to go see not the prophet, what's his name? The patriarch, that's the one. Oh, right, and we had talked to Connie about meeting up with Death. So let's go talk to the patriarch first. Oops. You can't click on the fucking mini map. Tell me how many times I've done that. Unfortunately, there's no easy way to get over there, is there? Not really. It doesn't matter if I go back outside and come back in, or if I go through this area. You have to go through 2 loading zones to get over there. Really 3 once you enter his house. What's going on over there? Give me 1 second. Yeah, quality options today. And we are going down here.
I was gonna ask about the articles, but never mind.
Patriarch says Gipper's had it coming. Rangers repel Smart Collector assault. Attack and kill.
Broadmoor Heights. The loading zone. Yeah, so if I got that monitor, I would probably shift my 2 widescreen monitors to be vertical. Maybe one horizontal, one vertical. Ooh, I don't know. A little lopsided, but... I have been trying to figure out a better camera solution than just a...
Heard you folks have Vic in your jail. Good luck keeping him there.
than just the webcam, you know?
Nice to see you, Rangers. Welcome, Rangers.
Another load zone. You'd think that knowing that we had all these load zones, you'd be able to go click on the car and choose where you want to go. Because you can do that from the exterior. Good on, Andre. Yeah, I saw some of them. Harry Potter World, which looks to me like it could easily be an MMO, but I don't think it is. Looks like more Spider-Man. DMC5. 400, 500. That sounds about what I think everyone was thinking, no? Makes sense.
The Patriarch likes it quiet in here. So do we.
Makes sense.
Have you found victory yet, Rangers?
Yes, we're ready to make a report.
Tell me.
I have to load every single thing. We've been hearing some troubling things about you. We've dealt with your son, Victory.
Dealt with? How?
The MC5? We captured him.
Ugh. He's done enough damage as it is. He was my heir, if you can believe it, until I realized he was never going to grow out of hurting people.
I never played any of the DMCs, so it's just meme DMC5.
Exiling him was the best of two bad options. The families wanted his head. Still...
He shrugs.
Anyway, I promised you a reward. Here it is.
A Caltrop launcher. $620. 620 blaze it.
Now, what else?
We have some questions.
Talk then.
We learned that a trembling in your hands is shaking palsy.
My hands don't shake.
I don't have first aid 9? Damn. All right.
It better be. What else?
What else? What? I don't know what I could have done with first aid 9, but back up.
Fine. Come back with results.
Oh my god. Hang on. With the level up I got from talking to him, I would have first aid 9. And then on top of that, I could use the skill book to get first aid 10. Can I redo that line?
Found my daughter yet?
Not yet.
What are you waiting for? Her army's growing stronger every day. Now, what do you need?
Come on, game.
There are always complainers. What is it now?
Alright. No, I want to reload.
Oh, good. My trial is over. Anything else?
Shit. Well, do I only have that opportunity after I report in? Of course, it just goes and makes a save. Alright, this is one in Broadmoor Heights. Alright. I wanna fucking do that. It is kind of scum, but think about it. I report to him, I level up, I don't have a chance to apply my skills, but I would be able to do it if I got the chance to apply them there. So it's only a scum because the game is badly done. I want to know what he says. Maybe he's like, oh, you know what? You're right. Why don't you be leader? And then I win. Game over. Credits roll. You win. You never know. I went and picked up new brake rotors, pads, and consumables to install new brakes, rotors, and consumables in my vehicle. I'll probably do that this weekend. I'm probably not gonna stream it, unfortunately, because I don't have a jack or jack stands or some of the tools, and I'm gonna go to a coworker's place to do it, but I don't think I want to lug a computer there and or be like, hey, let me borrow your computer to stream, dude. So, do that. But the good news is, or bad news is, I have to flush the cooling system. I have to flush the brake lines. No. I have to flush the cooling system and replace the cooling fluid. I have to replace the fluid in the brake lines. And they told me that my rear differential needs the fluid changed in it. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's easy enough to change. I just got to figure out if it's a limited slip or the other one, the non-limited slip. Ah, look at this. Even before I go in to talk to him, I had enough to do it. So I'm totally going to redo that. There's no reason not to. You'd be a fool not to. Where's Animal Whisper? Let's have everyone have Animal Whisper so everyone can have animals. That sounds pretty sick, right? Look at that. Maximum first aid as well. I totally don't feel bad about scumming at all because I had that all unlocked. I just didn't do it.
Have you found victory yet, Rangers?
Yes, ready to make a report.
Tell me.
We dealt with your son, Victory.
Dealt with? How?
We captured him.
Good. He's done exiling. Anyway, I promised you. Now, what else?
We have some questions.
Talk then.
We learned that your trembling in your hands is the shaking palsy.
My hands don't shake.
First aid 9. Disease will only get worse, Saul. It will lead to mental decline, dementia.
No. I don't need some muscle-headed mercenaries giving me medical advice. I have doctors for that. Now drop it.
Is that all it is? Well, that was not hardly worth it. You already have a secret prison somewhere in Broadmoor Heights. Where do you keep your political prisoners? Is that true?
Huh. That rumor just keeps coming back year after year. I have no need for secret prisons, Rangers. All prisoners in Colorado stay in ordinary jails. And if your baseless suspicions lead you to go snooping around this lovely neighborhood, bothering my finest citizens, I'll put you in one. Understood?
Let's back up.
Fine.
I don't get why it takes so long to load. We've been hearing some troubling
There
things
are
about you.
always complainers. What is it now?
We've been arming the warlords of the plains and letting them prey on settlements outside of Colorado.
I don't let them do anything. I only pay them not to do it to Colorado. If arms are the only payment they accept, what am I supposed to do?
But the settlements in the plains are suffering. Your people have believed you defeated the warlords in the battlefield.
And what do you think brought those warlords to the table? But the people don't want to hear stories about treaties. They want to hear stories about victories. So stories about victories are what I give them.
We heard some more troubling things about you.
You expect me to care more this time than I did last time? What's the complaint now?
Wow. We were told that you're sending criminals to the Godfishers as human sacrifices.
Better that than having the Godfishers raiding our outlying farms, isn't it? I'm protecting the law-abiding people of this nation, and ridding it of the people who break those laws at the same time. I call that a win-win. And yes, I know this is not something an honorable leader would do, but I will do anything, Rangers, anything to keep my people safe. Honor be damned. Understand me?
All right, that's all we got.
Come back with results.
I guess maybe a little bit of a bonus for that medical thing, but probably wasn't worth it in the end. A little hardier on the battlefield. Get why it wouldn't let me click on that, but okay. Turn on dark. Maximum speed. Yeah, it's still going well. I believe last time you said you were pretty ahead, yeah? Nothing up here. Told you today they're just waiting for the brace to come off. Very good. I'm glad. That sounds like you're ahead of the game then, yeah? Bienvenidos, as they say in Chinese, Spanish, yeah? Oh god, one of 6 loading zones to get out. Might not be true. Is there a way to leave the city via car? All right. Is it the last grave? Right, I remember seeing this grave. We just didn't know what it was. Here's headed where you need to be. And honestly, you've already started the exercises that they don't want you to do. Just be careful with that, dude. Probably good reason they don't want you doing it, no? Yes, but if you fucking, you know, snap a tendon or some shit because you're exercising with the brace on when you shouldn't be, you know what I mean? Just you know, not saying yeah, you can't. Just be careful. Yeah, northwest quince bushes. Like, this is it. But why? Oh, is that why? Because he wasn't near it? Yes. A well-kept grave stands in the middle of the park, inscribed with the letters LB. According to the Patriarch's burial map, this is where Lara is buried. Dig up Lara's remains. You lift spades full of dirt from the grave, setting them to the side. Inside a fine wooden coffin, Lara's skeleton is shrouded by embroidered decaying silk. Search for valuables. A phase blaster. You spot something that was placed beside the skeleton. Since Lara isn't using it anymore, you pick it up. An old handkerchief. Inspect the grave. You lean over the grave and take a closer look. Corroded trinkets, stained paper, and dead stems surround the skeleton like an aura. There's no sign of how she died. Leave. There's no... Can we not fill it in? Alright. I guess we're just leaving the grave open. Can gear recruit the cat? Hell yeah. Now we have 4 animal companions? I wonder if there's anything in the bug forums about. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, patch progress for Wasteland 3. Let's go on defragged. Let's see. Greetings, Rangers. We launched Wasteland 3 just 2 weeks ago, and it was non-stop effort before we launched. It's definitely been non-stop since. In a lot of ways, launching a game is not when the work stops, but when it starts. And we got right to work. Thanks, game, for getting rid of the Steam overlay when I was in the middle of reading it. And now I can't bring the Steam overlay back up. Never mind. I guess I'm not reading that letter from the devs to you guys until the game finishes loading, because why would this game allow you to have the Steam overlay on top of a loading zone? The one time when you want to look at anything else in the world with the game loading, and you can't. Just Alt Tab? No, I was using the Steam overlay. It's Shift Tab, but that doesn't work. Excuse me. One thing we discovered as bug reports came in is that our testing process had been too focused and not enough time had been spent on playing the game naturally as an end user would. We're going to have some deep discussions and post-mortems on processes going forward, but it's important right now that what is important right now is getting the issues addressed. None of this is intended to minimize the issues. We wanted to share details about seeing whether they addressed impactful ones, the poor experience, how I couldn't play. We sincerely apologize for making fixes to improve. We've already released the hot fix and the 1.1.0 patch. The next one, 1.1.1, will be out towards the end of next week. Holy cow. So the end of next week, a whole week from now. Yeah. Oh, I mean, I've had some longer term bugs. Look at what's her name's health. Keeps resetting to half every time I heal her. It unfortunately doesn't seem to reset up to half, it just seems to reset down to half. Rest assured, as soon as we have fixed the major issues, we're doing our best to get a patch out. We'll certainly have more that we want to address after this update, but ensuing major blockers and crashes are all in the policy. Some of the most challenging issues have been for Xbox One and PS4 players. Well, you shouldn't have... Just don't ignore them and fix the PC version, please. Co-op issues. Just basically saying that they're working on updates. Like, oh. I mean, no offense, but yeah, I hope you're fucking working on updates. I'm walking over here while I look at this. What's the point of using assault rifles? I mean, I use almost exclusively assault rifles with you, my guys. You sold an antique at auction. Linear. Animal companions are much better now. Please add Italian localization. This game is too good. It's too complex than to play in English. I mean, I'm all for, you know, I'm all for it being made into other languages, but dude, they haven't even gotten the English one to work right yet. Animal companions are crazy already. Also, I don't know what that guy was on about with ARs. I have 2 guys using ARs, and they deal almost as much damage as gear does individually. Together they deal almost as much as gear does. I think they might have. I'm not sure. Let's see. Bug report forms. Let's see. Non-diffusible laser tripwires. You can walk around and fight with -1 con. Oh, once you reach level 21 with a 1 strength character and Poindexter. Oh my god, can you? I guess you can. How is that supposed to work? You reach level 21 with a 1 strength character and Poindexter. Oh, because it removes some of your con. Location name stuck on screen. Yeah, buddy, get in line, dude. All right, Dark. God, there's a lot of bug reports that are just like spoiler, like name location. This happens in the title. It's like, well, dude, chill. I'm glad I passed most of them. Rangers.
I'm pleased you were able to rescue so many of your comrades in Aspen.
Let's go for a ride.
Time to take some chances and expand man's horizons. I wonder if there will be conflict. There's no more exhilarating feeling than being shot at with no result.
What? Yeah, I don't know. The bug reports, there's, let's see, almost 6,000, thank you, Steam, for navigating away from where I was. Almost 6,000 bug reports reported. I reported 2 and got nothing at all from them. Yep. Not even a thumbs up, but thank you, nothing. Reporting all these bugs for free.
Citizens of Colorado, this is your patriarch speaking. The Colorado Marshals are the bulwark that protects our borders and keeps us safe in our beds. If you believe you are strong enough to stand against the darkness and savagery that assail us from all sides, then join us. It would be an honor.
Oh. You walked right into that. The Dorseys have the drop on you. Now what? Take advantage of the terrain to escape. Scare the idiots into blinking and attack. Not realizing the Kodiak's capabilities, the Dorseys didn't block a small stretch of rough terrain. You drop into low gear and boulder your way through out of trouble as they fire after you. Got him. What is this? Can we go in here? No, just dummy set dressing, I guess. Oh man, this is an Air Force base in here. Again, can I not stop here? Also, how big are these jets? If the truck's this big, the truck is 4x4 squares. How big are these jets? Or is this one of those games where you can't... Can you not go somewhere if you haven't like found the map marker yet? You're warming yourself by the fire when shambling forms loom out of the darkness, wailing for a release of death. Drools, and they'll kill you if you don't give it to them. Use your knowledge of flora and fauna in the wilderness to escape. Drools are ordinarily cave dwellers. They hate bright lights. You turn on the Kodiak's fog lights, and the drools shrink back, wailing. I think you can if you just find it. There is an unlock all. It's true. Yeah. Yeah, it's unfortunate that I guess the airport there doesn't have a map marker. I don't know. Doom. Watch Ghost of Tsushima trailer. Are they still offering bounties for trailers on the game? Huh. I didn't think that game was still getting A, and B, why not offer me a bounty to play the game instead of watch a trailer for it? It's out already. No? Alright, Angela, where are you supposed to be?
Colonel Death will be along just as soon as I make sure you're all here. And you haven't brought along any unexpected guests. Can't be too careful these days, right?
I guess defragged, yeah. Who are you?
That's not important. Just make sure you're ready to meet Colonel Death. Well, looks like everyone's here who's supposed to be here, so I'll give her a ring. 1 sec.
He puts his walkie to his mouth.
All clear. Come ahead.
Hey now, cowboys. Face to face at last. And just as handsome as I thought you'd be.
Doesn't it change whether you saved or left these guys? I left them. I didn't save them.
Remember when you chose to follow the Patriarch's orders instead of saving those folks Erastus threatened to slaughter? I figured we'd meet here so you could see what was left of them.
Oh, yeah.
I know Woodson told you to do Buchanan's bidding, but to my mind, it ain't the Ranger way to help the powerful ahead of the helpless. 'Cause things like this happen. Just something to keep in mind as you hear me out.
You broke their picture. Looks like your facial scarring makes it difficult to open your mouth. You must be in constant pain. Would you like some meds?
Good eye, Doc. It's definitely put a hitch in my talk box. But no thank you. I got it under control. This and my fake leg are souvenirs from when my chopper got shot out of the sky over Long Beach, California. Good times. Since you've obviously got the skills to use them, here, I got a few extra med kits on me. Try not to use them all at once.
Nice to meet you at last. What do you want to tell us?
Well, ain't you polite? Hope that bodes well. Now, what with you not taking Saul's sons out like I asked, I'm guessing we've got different ideas about how things in Colorado should play out. But I'm still hoping you'll come around, November. So here's the deal. As my friends and I see it, 2 things gotta happen to save the people of Colorado from tyranny and slaughter. First, Liberty and the gang she's gathered out east have to be eliminated. And second...
Jesus.
Scar collectors. Well, speak of the devil and her minions shall appear. Looks like Liberty overheard our rendezvous call. Guess we'll have to deal with this before we continue.
It's casually got shot. I think she got shot in the arm, no? Was it the chest? I thought it was her arm. I also like how it's not our turn. I guess that makes sense if they surprised us. Also, who's my cat, rabbit, whatever that animal is? Pistol Pete.
Laser focus.
Who's that?
I look down on you.
Rebel Sniper, Takayuki, Brother Thomas. I don't remember any of these people. Are they from the other game? No, shoot the guy next to you, you fool. Again! There's a guy right next to you! Shoot the guy next to you! Does that bonus stack? You fool! You took a trick shot and you missed. Let's go on, squirrel. Can I give the clone a weapon? I don't think I can. If there is, I haven't figured out how to do it. Well, I really haven't tried. How big can your posse or horde get? Well, you have 5 people, right? We found a unique cat, a unique parrot. Each of those 5 people, if they take the animal companion perk, could in theory have an animal. So that's 12. We found the provost. That's 13. Who else did we find? We had one other human. And the party pal. The clone. That's 16 so far. You'd have to be really careful to keep them all alive, but I'm assuming you can have them all at the same time. I don't know for sure. I know we had the cat and the parrot at the same time. Yeah, I counted Major Tom and the parrot. Yeah, my count peters out at 16, but I'm sure there must be more companions that are human that you could pick up too. You know what I mean? Finally my turn to act. Oh god, we're running at like no frames. What's my percent hit chance? 48. Oh, Christ. No! You fool. The amount of turns that I end with 3 HP left over, or 3 AP left over on those guys is astounding. Let the other team go for it, but I won't. 1 AP per attack is crazy.
You're traitors! Your ass is grass! Die, patriarch! God protect me.
Yes, hide behind the fox.
Mama.
Fuck the patriarch!
Nice. Give him a punch. He's got no health left. Oh, come on, one more. Got him. I like how it went to -11.
As my friends and I see it, two things gotta happen to save the people of Colorado from tyranny and slaughter. First, Liberty and the gang she's gathered out east have to be eliminated. Second, and you're gonna love this, the patriarch's gotta go too.
Our orders were to help the Patriarch, so he helps Arizona. Killing him kills the folks back home. How can you ask that? Without the Patriarch, Colorado would fall into anarchy. We know the Patriarch's no angel, but Colorado is surrounded by enemies. He has to make hard choices just to keep it safe. We're doing the same thing. How can you ask us? Killing them is going to kill things back home.
I love the people of Arizona. Arizona is my home. But are you willing to save lives there at the expense of lives here? Are you okay sending home food spattered with innocent blood? The Rangers have fought tyranny since the beginning, without compromise. How can we continue to do that if we take handouts from a tyrant? How can we pretend we're heroes if we do his dirty work to get it?
I'm hoping I don't jinx anyone, but let me know if you do see a mid-roll ad. I'm curious, very curious to see how that goes.
Sorry, I had this argument with General Woodson 100 times. A sure deal was more important to him than a moral one. That's why the advance team went dark and decided to do this on our own.
Do you want? No. I'm not asking you to do that. I'm just saying if you see one, I'm curious. I'm curious to know how it looks. I've seen some videos on Twitch, and I don't know if they're like an artist rendering of what's gonna happen or not, you know? Like there was one where someone was playing Dark Souls or something and was like finishing a fight and it got shrunk for a KFC donut and chicken commercial. God, I wonder if I could find it. Hang on. It was from this morning. I think somebody actually linked it in Hootie's Discord. Let me see. Yeah, here it is. I don't know if this is edited or not. I'm not saying that this is what happens. This is real or not. I don't know, like I said, but some good quality here.
Put hot donuts with Kentucky Fried Chicken, sweet and savory, it's cooked to order, get it in a basket or a sandwich.
I don't know if that's real or not. I like the song though. Right.
Hot donuts with Kentucky Fried Chicken, sweet and savory, it's cooked to order, get it in a basket or a sandwich.
I don't know if it's real or not. How do I view the I want to see the comments. Is this the comments? Yeah. I don't know. I don't see anything of pro or against it, but fried donuts. Fried donuts. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. I think they said it would be minimized in the corner. But I would assume that it wouldn't be that seamless. You know what I mean? I don't know. That's. I would hate to see it, but it's fucking hilarious. Yeah. Also, eating fried chicken from there, like I'll have it once in a while. It's not my favorite place to get chicken, but yeah, you feel like you're gonna lose a couple pieces of your heart every time you go, and not because you're heartbroken, but because they've broken your heart with their fried donuts. But anyway, I'm curious. As to what it actually looks like, A, and B, if it's substantial, which I don't think it is. I don't think many people are getting it, but if it ends up being substantial, I don't know. I don't want to run ads. I don't want to run ads, Twitch. They want you to do a 2-minute or 1-minute ad every 20 minutes. That's insane. I'm not doing ads. Fuck that. I would maybe consider once an hour, so I have a minute to go grab a drink and stretch my legs, which is what I do anyway. I mean, I don't run an ad then, but I do get up and stretch. I would consider doing that if it helped people not get mid-roll ads or pre-roll ads or whatever. But not every 20 minutes. Or 15, or I think it's 20. That's insane. It's insane. There's no way.
Of course, it turned out we couldn't do it on our own, which is why we were so happy when you showed up. And why we're here now, asking you for help.
Curious? You just walk around the block 5 times? Yeah, that's how you can eat one chicken strip. What do you need?
Thanks for hearing me out. Let's talk about Liberty first. I've got to hand it to her. Daddy's little girl has done the impossible. She's united the boldest and baddest warlords of the Eastern Plains, and she's getting ready to lead them into Colorado.
Oh, for ads.
When she does, well...
Yeah, I don't like ads either, and like I said, and like has been pointed out, they're kind of forcing people's hands. They're either forcing content creators' hands to put an ad every 20 minutes, and think about how the flow of a game goes. And yes, I'm interrupting a game to talk about this, but I'm okay with that. I'm just about to hit an hour's worth. I'm at an hour and 5 minutes, basically. Would you guys have wanted to sit through 3 ads already? I don't think so. I don't even think I'm ready for 1 ad. So it's insane that's what Twitch thinks is a proper amount of time. A, and B, it's not like there's no... I get that they want the ad revenue money, but there's no way for me to stream on Twitch without having ads. You either have ads and don't make money for it as just a nobody. Like me, there's ads that run pre-roll, and I make some money off of that, and I'll be honest, I'm surprised at how much it is. It's a fair amount. But if they're going to be forcing more ads, I don't need the money. I'm sure other people would love to have the money, so give them the option to run ads if they want. But don't make me run ads, dude. I'm not here to make a living wage off of Twitch. I'm not here to milk every dollar out of every viewer. The highest return on investment, the most viewers in chat, rate of return, blah blah blah. Like, no, I don't give a shit about that. I'm just trying to play fucking Bugland 3 or whatever this is. Like, come on. $70 PS5 games. Yeah. I'm doing fine. I used Twitch money today to go buy new brakes and rotors for my car. If that's what I make on Twitch is just to replace the brakes and rotors on my car in 1 month, that's more than enough for me. That's one more set of brakes and rotors I had than before. I don't need to be living off of Twitch. I don't need an ad to be played for me every couple minutes or force me to play an ad every couple minutes. You know? What were they not able to get even with the old system? I think that, as many people have pointed out, they're trying to get a little extra cash flow. And so more ads means more cash flow because, yes, Twitch gives me some money for running the ads, but I think they keep a significantly larger portion of the money for the ads, you know? And so, while getting subscriptions is nice for them, you know, they split that 50-50 with most people, if not less. Ads, I'm sure they make more than 50% of what I make on them. You know what I mean? But there is no good time to do ads on a site like this. I get pre-roll ads. I can understand that. I'm not a huge fan of them, but I understand it. That's a good time to run ads. I get post-roll ads, I guess, when the stream goes offline. You could show someone an ad before moving them to a new channel or doing the host or whatever. I kind of get that. It kind of sucks if you're doing a host or a raid, though, so that kind of knocks those out. Where they should, in my opinion, what they should do is build out a more robust VOD system. Make it so that it's worthwhile to watch VODs. Make it so the VOD player works well. Make it so that all that stuff runs great. And that's where you put advertisements in. Obviously, pre-rolls there. Have them, you know, once an hour or whatever the fuck they want to do. That's not too intrusive. Like YouTube does. You know, hopefully less intrusive. In the middle of a video. But at least then you're not missing anything because it's a pre-recorded video. It's paused. You know what I mean? They already have ads in the VOD, so that's then I don't know what to tell them because mid-roll ads over content that doesn't have a break, or at least in the spot where the break's not uniform for everyone, is not going to go well. And yes, that their reply to that would be, well, the streamer can make a time to do the ads. But again, 20 minutes. By the time I get going and talking about something, it's already been 20 minutes. I'm gonna do half a fight and then have to do another ad. Even now, we've been talking for 10 minutes about ads, just about ads. I haven't done any gameplay in 10 minutes. You know what I mean? Like, played an ad in a speedrun where you just wait for no input for like 50 seconds. Yeah. I mean, if I go on my dashboard here, where is it? I have a button for a 60 second, a 30 second, and a 90 second ad break, I think. Let me see. Definitely a 60 second. 60 second, 90 second, 180 second, 150 second, and 120 second ad break. Oh, and 30 seconds. Who's pushing 180 seconds worth of ad break? You guys want to watch 3 minutes worth of ads? God. Bruh, it's just 3 minutes of your life. Yeah, and especially with the surprise. What's going on, Master Thief? Especially with the surprise mid-roll chance. I doubt it's all going to be at the same time. You know what I mean? So there's no real indication to the streamer unless, I don't know, maybe they have it set on some kind of global timer or whatever, but like, what are you gonna do? Like, what are you gonna do? If it's on a timer and you see everyone's going to add, you're just gonna stop and wait? How's that any different from just hitting the add button? And Doc, I completely agree. Bathroom break, perfect time to run an ad. Stretching, cooking, sure. Sounds a good time to do an ad. No worries. But not everything's so planned out and coordinated like that. I'm not, you know, I mean, you've seen my streams. Maybe every hour and a half or whatever, 2 hours sometimes, I'll go to the bathroom, you know, especially if I'm drinking iced tea, or I'll get up to get some more iced tea or whatever. That would be a cool time for ads if I wanted to do them. But if you're just gonna like say, all right, ad time, go. Like, that doesn't help me. Especially, what if in 20 minutes I was gonna do an ad break anyway? Now you're gonna have more ads? I don't know. It's just, there's no easy way to do it and coordinate with the streamer to do it, to make it seamless. And I think that's the big issue here is how seamless it is. Yes, it sucks to do a pre-roll ad, especially if you're trying to get into a stream that's starting, but that's at least kind of a more appropriate time to do it. Ideally, what they should do, which I might have done in the past, I don't remember, but if I pull this up over here, let me make sure there's nothing on here you can't see. No, this is all good. What they should do is take this area right here. My dashboard's different than your chat, obviously. You know, your chat's a little bit thinner over here, and just not covering chat, but push chat down. Yes, it's gonna make chat harder to see, but at least there's it's an opportunity for, yes, infinite gear. I wait until I turn on the volume. It's at least an opportunity for an ad to be there without covering the chat, without muting the streamer, without, you know, it's a minimal impact. A minimal impact. The other thing you can do is, this is probably even better to do. Let me go to my page. I don't know why I hit caps lock in the middle of that, but right, you're here watching a stream. You got chat over here. You got this over here. That means you have a space down here that does nothing. And again, this is on a 1080 16:9, you know, so your results may vary by screen type, but you can totally do an ad right here. You could totally do an ad right in here. This stuff would probably have to get pushed down. You probably don't want to cover this up, but maybe you take away this, you know, and have it be like here, a nice little banner ad. Maybe don't have it there forever. Have it there for a minute, 60 seconds, whatever it needs to be. What about theater mode? That's true. Hop into theater mode. You still have room here though. Mode on a 16:9. Down here below. I mean, obviously it's kind of hard to see because I don't have anything. We need something that's not something that's black down there so you can actually see it. There we go. So you still have a nice dedicated space down here. Yeah, below me. This whole space down here was just the play function. I'm sure you can probably get rid of some stuff at the top and push it up. I mean, even in full screen mode, that means you've got even more room in full screen mode. Look at how much room we have right here. You know what I mean? It is small, but you can't tell me you've never seen an ad that was long and rectangular at the top of a screen when you go to a website. It's a box like that. You've definitely seen those ads. You can have a nice small ad that fits in that space that gets the point across. Maybe it's just like Call of Duty Cold Blood, or whatever the new one is called, Cold War, and a dude with a gun with a barrel smoking. That's all you need. That's all you need. Nothing too crazy. So many gears. What, you mean this guy up here? No, over here? This guy right there? That one? This guy? Just keep pointing to myself and see what happens at the end of the day. But you know what I mean? There's opportunities to get things right. Even in this view. By the way, I hate this sidebar. I never use this sidebar. I don't talk to any of these people. I don't like, no offense to him, but I'm not a huge fan of Critical. I'm not a huge fan of Jacksepticeye. I don't care about Twitch Gaming. Well, how is Twitch Gaming separate than Twitch? I don't know who Brutal Moose is. I don't know who this guy is. I feel like I should know who RT Game Crowd is, but I don't. The Who's Live? I don't look at this. I look at Who's Live on a separate app, but I'm sure some people use this. But it could be a button here that pops down. It could be a button here that pops down here. It could be a button over here that pops down here. It could be its own page now following. This pops down. I don't care about half of this shit in here. This could be, it could be a menu just like this. About, I know what Twitch is about. Advertisers is the whole reason we're in this. Nobody reads the blog unless there's a big announcement they post. Developers, that doesn't need to be here. Download the apps. You're not downloading an app on the computer, although they do have a computer app. That's dumb. Did you know that Twitch has gift cards? Okay, Twitch has gift cards. Who would go in there to look for a gift card? IGDB. Was it the audio database? No, that's something game database. Internal game database. Jobs, okay. Music on Twitch. They've already shot themselves in the foot with that. They're removing all the licenses for Twitch Sings, by the way. So if you ever wanted to do a Twitch Sings stream, you better do it now before they cut that off. Actually, it might be done. Partners. I'm not a partner. What is this? Link you to partners so you can see who's a partner? No, it just gives you info about partnership. I mean, all right. Press, store, turbo, help and legal. This menu could be somewhere else, and we can have the same menu as followers and just click on the thing, and you can see everyone you're following. That's where you can stick recommended games. Again, what does Online Friends do? Didn't they remove the messaging thing? Didn't they kill Twitch Things? They might have done it already. If they didn't do it already, it might be soon. The only thing you can do is DM a friend, right? There's no more messaging on Twitch. You know how DMs used to be different from a message? Those are gone. Excuse me, those are gone. What do I care? I don't even talk to any of these guys. Online Friends means nothing to me. Never heard of them. Never heard of them. Never heard of them. Never heard of them. No idea who these people are. Why would you recommend somebody who I would not recommend? I guess that's why. It's because you don't know who they are. But 25 viewers. Interesting that they're showing people who have lower view counts in here, but now I'm curious. Oh my god, it's taking forever to load the stream. Yeah, I don't know. They're streaming Spelunky. I have played Spelunky. Or Spelunky 2, excuse me. But I'm not a Spelunky streamer. My caps lock is still on. Let's look at their recently streamed games. Spelunky, Outer Wilds, Super Spelunky World. Oh, that's their titles. Oh, it doesn't even tell you the real game titles. Control, Games and Demos, Red Dead. That was a month ago. Yeah, I don't know what's interesting that's showing me. I don't know. You also have them under recommended? Who knows? I don't know. Anyone who's here to watch the game or watches the VOD later, for the game is just gonna be like, why did you go on a half-hour tangent about advertisements? But
well, that'll be the end of this place. Every man, woman, and child from here to the Rockies will be killed, enslaved, or taken as a sacrifice, and their houses and towns burned to the ground. None of us want that, right?
It's like, I get it. Vin hosts Critical. Cool. I don't like his humor. A, and B, I feel like a lot of the stuff he's been doing recently has just been kicking drama and then being like, oh, it's not a drama channel. Like, no, I don't want to watch it. If that's what he wants to do with his life, sure, that's fine. But why would you? I don't want to recommend it. I mean, I don't want it. I don't want to watch it. Don't recommend it. Get out of here. I don't know. Why wouldn't we work with the patriarchs to stop Liberty?
Oh, I don't mind about that. So long as you change your mind about him after. So?
Well, we don't want Colorado to end up like that, no.
Glad to hear it. So here's the plan.
Just to bring you back into the game. She's talking about how we have to stop the patriarch so that the people here don't end up dying. Even if it means the people in Arizona have a harder time.
Part 1, help Ironclad Cordite take control of Liberty's gangs. Then, Part 2, let him lead them all off to Kansas, where he can achieve his blood-soaked destiny without getting any on us.
Yeah, Defragged, I agree. His humor is more vulgar than I like, and not on topics that I want to really joke about, I guess. And again, like I said, he kept saying it's not about drama, but then it's definitely drama.
What?
Oh, right. Well, Ironclad, I know you've been waiting for an opportunity to take back control of the Scar Collectors and the other gangs, and now's the time.
Yeah, Unkoj and I.
Liberty's got them all gathered together on the border, so you won't have to go searching all over the plains for them. They're all in one camp. What do you say?
Again, not my style. If that's what Mike wants to do, that's cool. He can do with his own thing. I'm not stopping him, but I'm not gonna be repeating anything he says here.
A plan that puts me back on the path to my destiny and hurts that coward Buchanan? I'm in.
What's going on, DV?
Great. Then this just might work. Now, I'm guessing you'll have some questions.
Who are all those people with you?
Pete and Brother Thomas came back with me from LA, and Tax from Arizona. These others are locals who have various gripes against the Patriarch. We trained them up as best we could. Nicer bunch of folks you'll never find.
I guess we'll find out. I still gotta go get Liberty, so... Why do you want us to do all this? Why aren't you doing it yourself?
Pretty simple, really. The Patriarch has spies watching Liberty's compound. If you show up, those spies will think you're there on Daddy's behalf, and they'll be happy to see you. If we show up, our plan is revealed, yeah? And that would give the Marshals a chance to button up Colorado Springs before we make our attack. They'd be waiting for us.
What's your plan for the Patriarch?
Now that's gonna be a fight. Basically, while you're taking care of Liberty, my team will be in Colorado Springs, softening the ground. Once you finish up out there, you'll come back and help us corner the man and bring him down.
Bring him down.
Our primary concern, other than ending the bloody reign of the Buchanans, is minimizing civilian casualties. That means you've got to ride herd on your crew and watch who you ally yourself with. Cordite, this means you can't bring the gangs to the big finale. Rape and pillage is a surefire way to turn people against their liberators. You want to come along and get your revenge on the Patriarch? Fine, but leave your army at home.
You set him free when you rescued him, DV, or you set him free beforehand?
They'll be too busy preparing for my return to Kansas to bother with Colorado.
Good. That's good.
All right, we've got an answer for you.
All right, then. What's it gonna be?
I feel like I keep hunching over. You told him to leave Colorado when he got him out of jail, yeah. I almost did that. Alright, we're in the Patriarch. Excuse me, and his kids need to be stopped. We're not buying it. Your plan sounds destined to fail, and a lot of people could be hurt by it. They're part if it does. Thanks for the info, but we're still siding with the Patriarch like Ranger Command told us to. You're wrecking everything Ranger Command has been working towards for the sake of Arizona. We're putting you down. Oh, God.
There's a load off my mind. Thank you. You're gonna make all the difference. Now here's the location of Liberty's camp. Be careful when you get close. The gangs don't care much for strangers, and even less for rangers. Good luck, cowboys. We'll talk again when Liberty's taken care of.
Alright, I guess we made our choice. I don't know. Never good going rogue. Subdermal plating. Requires cyborg tech. Huh. So in theory, I mean, he already has... Yeah, I'd have to swap it out. That gives him an extra action point, though. The extra action point is well worth it. The robots didn't like that you killed the Reagan AI? Oh, sorry. He naturally has a slot for it, I guess because of his arms. I didn't buy one for him. Why is this guy glowing? This game has so many weird intricacies. Alright, I already got that toaster. Because of his gun? No, I don't think it's because of his gun. I think it's the outline. Like all these, like these guys too. This guy doesn't even have a gun. He's outlined. They're all outlined. What? No, I already looted them. I can't loot them. None of these guys. I already looted them all. This is with shift on. Shift off, shift on. Yeah, look, see? These guys aren't glowing. Some of them are glowing, some aren't. It's just another bug. It's another visual bug. The game is... I like the Shrek ears. The game is just being a game. That could be it, yeah. Alright, we gotta go off to find Liberty now. Hey, thanks for making it all the way to the end of this video. I know that some of the VODs can get a little bit long, so I do appreciate you sticking around. I'd like to ask real quick if you have a friend or someone close to you who you think would like a clip or a portion or even the whole stream, please feel free to reach out to them and share this with them. I'm always looking for more respectful people to come hang out and have some fun. If you've already done that or want to help me out some other way, feel free to check out the video description for some other ways you can help support me. Thank you, and I'll see you next time.